Hello everyone. Today I am going to tell you about the multiple calculations with Excel. This is one of the useful tutorial for the Excel operations which is happen in the Blue Prism. Here comes our topic, multiple calculations or operations with Excel VBO. As I told you about the VBOs which are virtual business objects, today I am going to work with the Excel virtual business object where I'll perform several operations. In this tutorial I am going to read the data from Excel workbook and I'll get all the data which is there in the Excel to my collection, and there I'll perform several operations such as the calculations like calculating sum and performing the percentile operations. From there I'll take back all the data to the worksheet and uh, keep the I'll save the workbook and I'll close my operations. This is what I'm planning to perform in my tutorial. So let's get into the first of all, create an Excel workbook with the name of students containing the values like name, roll number, max, English, physics, total and percentage. I have given 3 sample datas, and here my task is to perform the operations for the calculating total and percentile. As we know that we had several formulas in Excel, but my task is to calculate the particular operations within my Blue Prism. So let me get into the tool. So here I have created the business object for the particular process. So there are several stages that are involved in this process where I am going to open my workbook. See, this is an action that I have designed for it. So I have taken the business object of MS Excel VBO. There I have taken the action of open workbook where I have provided the handle and file link. So file link was this is in the desktop, so I have provided the link of the desktop. I have provided the link of the particular file. In fact, from there, what I'll do is I'll take the output to my workbook, which is in my workbook here. So I'll open the Excel and I'll perform the calculation like Excel file. Whenever I get the data from the Excel file, I'll store the data in a collection called students. So here is the collection of students where I have initialized the name, roll number, math, English, physics, total and percentage. So whenever I get the data from the worksheet, that will be stored in the current value. So as of though there is no current value in my particular student collection. So whenever I take this into the loop, or I can simply say that whenever I perform the calculations, I simply perform like I'll calculate all 3 of the subjects and I'll store it in my total. From there I'll perform total by 3 or total by sum of the all subjects into 100, which is an total by 3. So and I'll store that value into students and I'll say OK. So I have to perform this operation for 3 times. Instead of performing this for 3 times, I have taken the loop for the calculation, so that the loop will take care of the remaining calculations. And from there, once the calculation is happened, the result will get stored into the student collections. From there, I'll write the collection value into the Excel sheet. Here I have used the same VBO, and here I have provided the details for the worksheet. See, I am trying to save the values into the workbook that I have used and the sheet name that I have used, and from cell A1. So it asking me to include the column name, so I told let it include. So that's a true value, so there is no output, so we don't have to worry about it. From there I'll simply save my workbook and simply close it. So this is what I have designed the stages. So let me run the process. So let's reset it. There is no errors. So let me run the process. you can see that the workbook has been read and the performing of opening Excel, it got the 3 rows and the loop has started, the calculation is being started. You can able to see it in the student collection. So it started performing the operations. 3 of 3 rows are getting calculated. From there, writing back to the collection and saving the workbook and end the task. See, whenever you have seen the student collection, so now you can able to see that the details of the particular person which is there in the Excel worksheet, and you can able to see the total and percentage which is not included in our Excel sheet or Excel workbook. But whenever the calculation is happen inside the Blue Prism, these are got stored the same fashion. So let me have a look at my particular sheet which is there in my desktop. So whenever I open this, see, before that there is no total and percentage. Now it got updated because the calculation is performed and stored in the previous value. I mean to say that stored in the previous workbook. So as I promised you, I have taken the Excel VBO to perform the operations. I have read the data from the Excel workbook. I have get the data from Excel workbook to my collection, and I have performed the multiple calculations. The first one is the calculating the sum of the all subjects, and second one is the percentage of the student. So from there I have take back the same values to my collection, take back to the values to my workbook from the collection, and I have saved the workbook and my process got ended. So this is the one of the useful information with an Excel VBO. So if you had any queries about Excel VBO, you can refer to my video that I have presented regarding the VBOs. And thank you for your valuable time. If you had any queries, you can comment below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel because there are wonderful videos are coming up, and click on the bell button to get in touch with me. And if you want to directly reach out to my web link, you can go to the youtube.com/pratapbvb. Thank you.